Hello YouTube and welcome back to my silly survival world. Wait a second. This is my survival world. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my silly survival world. I have plans today. Let's get that blue box out of here. We are not building that house yet. No. I'm still designing it. I've been hard at work. I promise it's going to look really good. I shouldn't have promised that. Today I wanted to just work on some pathways. I want to keep it real simple today. I've been putting a lot of time into that house in creative, so hopefully soon we will be able to go up there and get that built, but that soon is not today, unfortunately. Simply not enough time in the day. Let's sleep the night out here real quick, and then we can get started on the new pathways I want to put in. I do want to get something across the bridge there, but we'll need to do a little clearing out for that. So I'm just going to start off real simple over across the other bridge. I want to get a little bit more pathway. I don't entirely know what Brock's planning over there, so I'm not going to go too far in that direction. But I wanted to get some path connected to the garden, and also we'll probably be going past the garden and up there for the future. These kind of pathways can be kind of difficult to design because you do have to kind of try and make them look very natural and go in all these random shapes, and I feel like that can just be very difficult to do sometimes. But when you do, they just look so good. I love these kinds of dirt paths a lot. So I do think it is worth the trouble. And of course, we can get all sorts of little side of the road decorations and the like. I'm starting off with the direction going towards what will eventually be a eventually will be a jousting arena. In the future, we may also expand with other mini-games. I've been talking about doing mini-games in this world for quite some time, but it's just not something I've gotten around to, especially since we do need to make a new house before I really think about big new entertainment centers or anything. Now that right there is one very basic little road. Maybe I should make it a wee bit thinner over here. I'm generally aiming for like a 3-block kind of thickness, so I think I overdid it just a bit. I could consider expanding their thickness though, since they are horse trails, so logically they would be larger than human trails. And I also don't think I really captured any curvature in this, did I? It'll be okay. It'll be alright, I'll live with it. I really am such a perfectionist when it comes to Minecraft builds, and when it comes to a lot of things, and a big part of building and a big part of making these videos every day is that I really cannot get them perfect. It just isn't possible, not in that time frame at least. So there's a lot of videos that I've had to accept little flaws and mistakes that I don't think I normally would have, but you know, I also normally would have probably not uploaded for a year, so for the trade-off, I think it's worth it. Now, this over here feels like a really good spot for something else to go. Maybe like a small fishing dock or something. I want to do more Minecraft fishing. We should have an episode where all I do is fish. Would you watch that? Would you actually just watch me fish for an episode? Probably not. Probably not. But I could fish for an episode. I'll do it. If you don't subscribe right now, I will fish for an entire episode, and I don't know why that threat would matter to you, but you should subscribe. That is. That was pretty clear actually without it being specified, but it has been specified now. I'm very bad at senseless rambling. Or maybe I'm very good at it. It is especially senseless when it comes from me. And that could be a plus or a minus depending on your perspective on the matter. But what does matter is that we are making paths. That's right. That's right. In case you forgot, we are making paths right now. So there you go. Now you won't forget because I told you a few seconds ago. You remember that? I don't know I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't have any idea at all. None whatsoever. Now, there's potential for another building to go here, like in the cliff face, right? And I think that would be really awesome, actually. And it could even be a shortcut up to the base, but I'm actually thinking that it might have more to do with much further future plans. Much further future plans, because I'm never getting that house built, I swear. We're gonna get it done this week. I'm telling you, it's gonna be my week 3 base. Just you watch. I'm gonna do, probably after I get it done tomorrow or the next day, we'll have a episode or 2 where I'm just gathering materials, more or less. And hopefully after that, I will be able to do it in just one time-lapse episode. I really am excited to have this place up, because there's just so much that I want to expand off of it, but I can't really add things to my house that doesn't exist, so that is the dilemma of the moment. But what I can do is prepare a very cute horse path for that occasion. The occasion being the grand opening of my house. Yes, well, isn't this just a strange episode? It's just a strange day. Is it a strange day? I don't know that it is a strange day. I've had a pretty normal day. Right about the only thing that isn't normal here is my brain. Now, this is a funny log. We can do fallen logs along the side of the road, but that one is problematic. Yeah, I think we're going to come up, circle like this around the stone, and then we'll be up here. And we'll figure out more later. For the time being, let's finally start expanding the path up to the hill. I will probably make an alternative horse path later on as well. This one I'd say is probably going to be quite temporary until we get our house built. And once we do get our house built, I was actually thinking of having a path that runs along the side of the mountain. It could be carved out of it or not. I just think it would look really sick, and I would really enjoy it. It would be a lot of good fun. A lot of good fun. Aren't we having a lot of good fun today? I'm sorry. I think my brain is fried after the amount of building I've done in creative recently. The amount of building I've been doing in general. Daily Minecraft videos means you're building a lot, but I still have quite a few ideas. I truly do. There are definitely projects I'm very excited to get to. Namely, my house. Do you remember that? Of course you do. I can't tell you what's wrong with me right now. I'm stupid, and I apologize for that. Did anyone watching think, like, hey, today I'm going to get up and I'm going to listen to a stupid person? Because I bet you did. I bet you did. Look where you're at. Look at where you're at. You're listening to a stupid person right now. What am I saying? This isn't commentary. This isn't... What does any of this mean? What does it all mean? Tell me. Tell me, please do. Really do. I can't tell. I don't know what I'm saying to you. If you don't know what I'm saying to you, then no one knows what I'm saying to you, and so... That's weird. That's weird. It is a message with a beholder, but one without a meaning. And that simply just does not add up. Not at all. How can something be both interpreted and meaningless? This is a question I want you to seriously consider. It's going to be homework for tomorrow. Now, yeah, I'm thinking the path should probably stop somewhere around here. Mostly because I will probably need to do a lot of landscaping up there, and I just don't think it's going to stay consistent after that. That's a pretty good spot for... Oh, that's so cute looking, actually. I really like that. Okay. We need to start mixing in blocks. I don't think I want to do it with the density that the garden has, but we will get an iron shovel for that because doing it with the diamond shovel actually super sucks. It breaks multiple blocks at the same time and it just makes it very hard. Yeah, I'm going to aim for a density somewhere like this, so it's like a 25, 25, 50 kind of. I would like to prepare a little something else. You can see we have a jungle tree just outside, and I'm going to go ahead and shear this whole thing to the ground. There was a time when I was young and uncultured, and genuinely my favorite type of leaf was jungle. Can you believe that? I thought jungle was the best, just because it's the greenest, the thickest. I'm just gonna say, I'm a big birch guy nowadays. I really am. I don't think you can separate me and birch. Not birch wood, mind you, birch leaves. I like birch leaves a lot. Birch leaves, azalea leaves. Oh no! I can't tree fell the tree anymore because of the leaves. Well, that's bad. That's no good. I know. Oh my god! What just happened? Okay, that... You know, the very few things really genuinely shock me, like that just did. Cool. Cool. I took the fall damage and everything. I don't know what kind of delay that was. But that works. That works. We got a bunch of jungle leaves. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something absolutely crazy. That was a terrible F5. Did you know, right? You can smelt leaves, right? This is crazy. You smelt leaves, put them in the smelter here, and watch this, right? They're gonna start coming. Look at that. Look at, you throw your leaves in the furnace and they become fallen leaves. What? That's gotta be one of the strangest recipes in this entire game. You know, just earlier today, I was actually looking closer at the cake recipe. You know, it takes 3 buckets of milk to make a single cake. Like already, I'm thinking like 3 gallons of milk for a cake is absolutely ludicrous, right? But get this, right? It's not just 3 gallons of milk, because look how much water fits into a single thing. It is a meter by a meter, a cubic meter of water. Is there a cubic meter of milk? Worse yet, 3 cubic meters of milk in a cake? Anyways, I did the math, and I think it's about 3,000 liters of milk per cake, or about 800 gallons. So Minecraft cakes are kind of horrifying. Like, the proportion of milk to anything else, mind you, 1 egg, is absolutely absurd. I cannot believe that my block game doesn't have accurate proportions of milk to the other ingredients in its cakes. This is absolutely awful, and we should all boycott Mojang effective immediately until they fix this cake recipe. I would say either it needs to be, like, much less milk, maybe 1 bucket, you know, we could do with only 1,000 liters of milk, or potentially, right, hear me out here, we could make it cost hay bales and, I don't know, like a block of egg, and that problem fixed. Problem fixed, guys. Mojang, hire me. Thanks. I'll see you guys in the office later. You know, all the Mojang employees who are currently watching me right now, this video. I actually heard that every Mojang employee is actually subscribed to my channel right now. That's pretty crazy news, actually. Yeah, I honestly couldn't believe it myself, but I checked on the YouTube Mojang employees tab, and it said all subscribed to you. Now, I'm not sure if lying is just an advanced form of commentary, or if I'm just bad at talking. Actually, it can be both. I'm bad in a very advanced manner. You wish you could commentate like I can. You wish you could hold a one-on-none conversation like this for as long as I'm capable of doing, because I know you wouldn't. You wouldn't dare. You couldn't. You don't have it in you, but you know who does? You know who does? It's me. I can do this. I can say pointless things into the void where you, right now, listening to this video, can hear me. Did you know that? Did you know you're watching this video? I hope you did. You did now, because I've told you you did. I had to remind you of that. Silly. I can't believe I did. I can't believe you didn't just remember something like that. I mean, seriously, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you have, like, dementia? Do you need help? Do you need professional help? So, I think you do. I think you do. After forgetting something like that, yeah, you're gonna need professional help. I'm sorry. You are not okay. You aren't okay. That's why I want you to take away from this video. I want you to take away from this video that you are not okay. You're not going to be okay. That's not a very nice thing. Honestly, I apologize for my transgressions. Let's be a lot more positive. You will be okay, and I was lying to you. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I've actually told a couple of lies in the time that I've been talking. Now, I know they were very subtle lies, so you might not have picked up on them right away, but if you go back and rewatch the video in its entirety 3 times, and do please do it in half speed, then you will notice that I did tell a few very subtle lies. Alright, have you rewatched the video yet? Three times, remember? Okay, good. So now you're all caught up to speed, you know what's going on, so I can finally tell you about how we have got all of this mixed into the path for this entire little stretch, and I should thicken this part. And I should probably thicken this part. The path gets, like, thinner over here for some reason. There we go. That's about right. I think maybe thicken it a little over here. Now, I've left my bed somewhere else, but once we sleep here, I'm going to add a little bit more to these paths. Bushes, fences, and the works. Now, for my leaves, I'm going to gather off of these right here. Perfectly okay with just oak leaves for the most part. Now, that should be enough leaves to keep us going for a while. Let's go ahead and explode the tree line. Oh, nice. We got all of them in one blow. Now, I'm going to store all of the wood that I can here, because we are definitely going to need it later, considering the size of my next house. Alright. Was he terraforming here? Okay, I will probably go ahead and help out with that in a little while, but first I am going to... What was I doing? I was going to make bushes. That's what we were going to do. We're going to add just a couple dotted around the path. Now, making bushes is really a simple art form, I'd say. You just click a couple times, maybe you break out a leaf or two, leave a few floating. It really is just such a messy art form. It's like splatter painting. Is that what it's called? It doesn't matter if that's what it's called, because you know what I'm talking about. It's like doing those where you just throw it all over the canvas and you don't put them more than 2 blocks high because it just doesn't look as good when you do, really. So there are rules, but the rules are very loose. But this is currently breaking all the rules. I don't like this one. This one's against the rules. Now, potentially, I can show you another new niche thing that I find really weird, personally. Have you all seen the growth pattern? I don't have bone meal on me? I don't carry bone meal on me. That's crazy. Now, what I wanted to show... Look how weird the growth pattern of hedges are. Or not hedges, bushes. They grow in a cross from where you originally broke them. Isn't that so strange? They make a cross every time. I accidentally hit this one, but it is just such an odd growth pattern. At least I think it is. But I am a rather big fan of these bush blocks. They do just look really nice, and they help to supplement our little bushes. If you don't have bushy leaves as a texture pack, you should get it. They look awesome. This is how it should have been. It's, you know what? No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this is how it should have been. Oh, this is how Mojang should have done it. Because you know what? Mojang have made a lovely game, and Minecraft really is just awesome for the amount of modding and customization. Yeah, it could have been that way, but it wasn't, and that's fine, because there's a texture pack that makes it that way, and we love it after we use that texture pack. I use texture packs all the time. I'm using one right now, Reimagined. You should check it out. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. I'm not going to put anything too close to the garden because we might have to expand it eventually. Also, signs are still broken, which is so annoying. I've restarted my computer. I don't know what I can do about it. I really don't. I'm going to put one right there. We're just going to put a couple more of these, dot them around. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Now let's go ahead and get some fences so that we can do about like Brock's done over there. And I might even set a lantern or two on them as well. Right, all right, let's get out here and let's make this happen. I might hold my items back on. I kind of want to try it out. That mod is so strange to me, but the texture pack does do it here with the lantern, and this is a cool effect, but I kind of want to try that mod back out. I don't know. It's something I think I could like it if I got used to it. Potentially. I'll have to show you all what I mean tomorrow. So here in some of these emptier gaps, we're just going to put like a fair string of fences, like so. I'm going to make them fairly long. We're not going to do any special things with setting fence gates in the middle. I don't really want to, especially since these are going to be quite curvy. So they should probably turn out better the way we're doing now. I don't have shears. I do have shears on me, so I'm going to clip this bush down. And we're going to go ahead and put a fence here as well, because I just think this is such a perfect location for one. Pick that up for use later. And by later, I mean now. Ha! I tricked you again. Very cool of me. I'm sure you all appreciate my trickery and my tomfoolery. I'm going to put a lantern here. I'm not going to put one there, because that's just such an inappropriate location for one. But that is cute. I like that quite a lot. That really does just make these paths feel a lot cooler. It does. Okay, I think now I'm going to go ahead and retroactively mix a little bit more in on these, because this path is a little sparse on its mixing. The words didn't come to mind. This is so unfortunate. Alright, I've done just a touch of prep work, and now we can start putting in more coarse dirt, and I'm going to have to gather some more spruce wood here in a second. Now we can get back to work on mixing more blocks together and making this path nice and pretty. It kind of feels nice to get back to just some of the slower things. We've been doing a lot of bigger pace projects, and you've been seeing a lot of time lapses here recently because I've just been working on these huge builds where I spend at least 2 hours, even with the schematic, just building. And well, while that is cool, it is very fast paced on how much I'm putting down and just how quickly, and I do think you just lose a little bit of the specialty of just sitting here and block by block putting this down. So far, you have seen almost every block I've put down today, and I think every one of these blocks is special. every one of them is a perfect little addition to our world. You know, I had one commenter on the last episode say that this is a perfect world. And that's interesting to me. What is a perfect Minecraft world, you know? Well, what is that? Is it the same as saying a perfect artwork like you're sculpting, or is it just that Minecraft as a game naturally has a fun to play world, and that is what makes this world perfect? It's just that it's fun to be in, and that's all it needs to be. Okay, I think that about does it for mixing blocks together. Now this right here, I actually do want to potentially add slabs, but I don't really know how that will work with that over there because it's such a tight space. But I do want to do it, so let's go ahead and get ourselves some oak and spruce. So that way we can still keep mixing them together. Oak wood is pretty close to the regular color of paths, which almost makes me think I should have... Oh no, oh no, come on, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. It almost makes me think I should have been mixing oak wood into this instead of spruce wood. I have thought that for a long time, but now we're here. Now we're here, it looks the way it does, and I'm ready to accept that. At the very least, it gives us a fun opportunity to mix our slabs as well as the rest, and I think that is going to look pretty cool. Pretty interesting at the very least. And isn't it interesting just what we're always aiming for, really? Now, these slabs probably won't even see much use because I'm pretty sure we're mostly going to be riding horses on these, and horses don't really care about going up a block, but that's okay. A-okay, in fact. Now, this is in fact just as awkward as I thought it would be. I don't really know what I can do about that, besides maybe just leaving that blank. Okay, I think that's a pretty good little addition here. So this is just a touch more walkable. I think it looks a little strange when there's this many of them, but I'll live with it. Let's take and clean up these fences just a little bit as well. I threw out my fences earlier. That was very cool and smart of me. I want to put a little campsite here. I really do. And I think I'm going to do that in just a few minutes. But I cannot let myself be distracted so easily, like I already have, actually. Let us go and get this fence a little more fixed up, doing some repairs. Now, I'm leaving most of them. I just think I would like to see a slightly more consistent through line on these. So we're just going to leave them in spots where they can kind of bend. I think they look their best when they're more bendy. And like before, we're just going to get a lamp or two on a couple of these as we go. Let's go ahead and take this opportunity as well to get one on this side. Is that too that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll live with it. We'll live with those being a little close together. Let's get one over here. Perfect. Okay. Very cute, very cute. Now I have one more roadside thing to add. Now, these lamps right here, they're very cute, so I'm going to take with my Lightmatica, and I'm going to set corner 1, come over here, we're going to set corner 2, and I'm going to move that up and get this boxed in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, with what I just did, I should be able to come over to a location like this, and then I can go load schematic, streetlight planter, and look at that. we got ourselves a planter. Now I can take and rotate it. And we can build that very, very quickly. So I'm going to get a couple of these built around the place. Let's go ahead and check the material list as well. So I'm going to need a couple multiples of all of these blocks. Now, at long last, we can start actually building the lantern, and I have such a cool idea for this here. If I go to render layers, I can set a single layer set here, and then it won't work. There it is, there it is. It's because I was standing on the path and it considered me a block lower. So if I turn on easy place, we can do that, but what I really want is dirt here, bush here. Oh yeah, there we go. Building this top to bottom should make it a lot simpler to build the whole thing. There we go, look at that. It's unconventional, but like, hey, it works. In fact, it works better than building it normally. So we're just going to set 10 of these across the path here, and it should take no time at all to get them all built. Now you can tell that this is the last one I had planned. Wait, no, I ran out of lanterns. I was about to say I had the perfect amount of everything, but I brought one less lantern than I needed. Okay, we're gonna have to go make another. And now I come back bearing the last lantern. Crap. Crap. No. You're not giving me dementia again. Actually, you've never given me dementia. You're a great horse. Now, I wanted to set up a little camp spot. Maybe about... Ow! I dug this back in episode... Oh no, I can't remember. Where did Giorno go? Where is he? Why does he do this to me? Giorno! Giorno, it's a really great view. Okay. I'm gonna put some coarse dirt here. And I kind of like that there's gravel mixed in as well. I'm quite cool with it being both. So right here, we're going to set one cozy little campfire. We're going to put a nice log here. And we're going to put potentially a log on the other side. I didn't bring any slabs, but I really should have. That's okay. That's okay. We have a cute blocky fire here. What do you think of that? Hold on. Maybe the bed shouldn't be here. I think I'm quite satisfied with our work today. We've gotten this really cute path coming up here to a little campsite we've just set up. And lanterns and fences and all the like. But for the time being, I'm gonna have to say, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. We kept it quite small, we kept it quite simple, but I think small and simple is good. I think we need a little more small and simple in the world. For the time being, I'm gonna have to say, see you tomorrow. Bye. Almost forgot. We have 3 new additions to the garden, so welcome Switch1YT, I'm a Dwick, and Block Skater. Thank you all so much. If you'd like your name in the garden, leave a comment down below, and I'll get you added. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna have to say, see you tomorrow. Bye.